You asked for it and you got it. You wanted us to review more work trucks, base trucks, and I found a doozy. I think could be the unicorn right here in Colorado. It's a brand new 2020 GMC Sierra 1500 two-door regular cab long bed with a base 4.3 liter gas V6. You guys have been giving us a lot of hard time saying, why don't you review the base engine? Well, in this video, I'm gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna show you all the features on the new truck. This could be the most affordable new half-ton out there, which is really cool. And also at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you a 0 to 60 I did on this truck. So you gotta stay tuned for that. First, let's take a look at this new work truck. Why am I excited about the two-door? Well, it's because General Motors has launched a new generation, the T1 generation of the new half-ton light-duty trucks with a crew cab and then the double cab, extended cab configurations. And since then, we haven't seen much about the two-door. And finally, right here, we have the true work truck, the brand new two-door long bed. Look at the size of that bed right there. It's meant for work. It's very, very affordable. I'll show you the real price on the sticker really soon. But before I jump into it and show you all the features, I gotta thank our friends at Johnson Auto Plaza right here in Brighton, Colorado. This would not be possible if it wasn't for them, because I've asked General Motors several times to review a truck like this, but this truck is available right now at Johnson, so use the link below in the description and check it out. And of course it could be yours, and of course there are many deals to be had these days during the lockdown or right after the lockdown. So let's pop the hood and look at this monster. This engine has eluded us over the last several years. This is the base engine. It's the latest generation of the 4.3 liter V6. The power rating is 285 horsepower. Torque is very torquey at 305 pound-feet of torque. And it's made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. And this is a two-wheel drive truck. That's why it's sitting a little bit low. Is there anything special about this engine? Well, it's actually a relatively high displacement V6. 4.3 liters is more than you'll find from most other manufacturers, especially in the V6 configuration. And previous generations of this engine have also been available across other General Motors pickup trucks, including some mid-size trucks and of course full-sizers like this one. And this is the latest generation. They also refer to it as Ecotech 3. It has all the latest tech, but it's also very simple, and it's an engine that's been around. And also the 6-speed it's made it to is also a transmission that has been around for some time. So if you own a fleet, or if you want a very simple work truck, you can be sure that there are a lot of parts for these transmissions and engines. They're relatively easy to maintain and to fix. Here's the fuel efficiency numbers: 16 city, 21 highway, 17 combined. You're not getting this truck for stellar efficiency. On TFL Truck recently I did a buyer's guide and I lay out how this engine compares to all the rest, because General Motors has up to 7 different powertrain configurations for this particular truck, which is mind-boggling. Of course, it doesn't have a lot of thrills, this particular Sierra. It's very basic white color. It's got steel wheels, General Grabber street tires. It's got a little bit of chrome in the front, including the grille. So it does have a little bit of a flair to it. It's not all black and white. Does not have fog lamps, but does have these nice premium GMC headlights. I mean, they're not full LED, but still pretty nice. Of course, the fender flares Very basic blacked out mirrors, but basically the same size mirror as you get on a truck like our Trail Boss that we have, the 2020 truck. Let's look at the work capability of this beast. According to the door sticker, it has 2,251 pounds of maximum payload. If you consider a small truck like this, that's a really good number. It's over 1 ton. And gross vehicle weight rating is 6,800 pounds. So this truck weighs around 4,500 pounds, a little bit more than that. Check this out. Yes, it's 2020, but it has roll down windows. Yes, how refreshing is that? The tailgate is just standard, not dampened. This is a plastic cover. This bed is not lined. So if it's a work truck, you may have to do it yourself, or maybe you don't need this bed. Maybe you're gonna put a rack on it, or maybe some other system, maybe drawers. Of course, you can get a bed liner, and you can still get, 3 tie down points per corner. Optional tie downs available on the side of the bed, and still the walls are all the way pushed out to the end. And this long bed is definitely very cavernous. You can put a lot of stuff back here. Every vehicle now has to have a rear backup camera, so of course this truck does have it. All right, let's look on the inside and let's see what's there. You got a speaker right here in the door, vinyl floors. That's how you know it's a work truck, really durable. Cloth seats. This is a 3-person configuration, but the cloth seats are pretty nice. They recline. You have an adjustable headrest. Right here, there's an adjustment for the seat. It's all manual. You can slide the seat forward like this, and you can have access to the toolkit in the back and extra storage as well. There is a little bit of space, as you can see. Alright guys, I promised you the price, right? This regular cab 2-wheel drive has 2 options. It has a locking rear differential, which is basically a G80 mechanical locker like most other half-ton trucks from GM. It has cruise control, which is cool, so that's about, $600+ of options. Final price after a discount, including destination charges, $29,815, so under 30 grand. For this truck. This may sound like quite a lot, but if you go on the website, I'm sure you can find extra deals available on all the trucks, and not just here but anywhere. You can be sure to get a nice work truck well under 30,000 bucks and have it brand new. Now let's start in here with the steering wheel. Steering wheel is the same shape, doesn't have any fancy materials, doesn't have some of the features on this side, but this truck does have an optional cruise control system, which is very nice to see and welcome. It is an option. You still have your light and windshield wiper stock right here on the left, your light control right here, your transmission shifter is a column shift, which I love. Here you get the same infotainment screen that you get in some other GM trucks. Of course, it doesn't have as many features. This one has phone connectivity, radio, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are available, and you do have USB port down here, 12-volt tow haul mode, which is cool. Traction control disable, which is awesome, so you can burn those rear tires. And finally up here, a pretty standard sun visor with a mirror. This is on both sides. Pretty nice feature for a base truck, I think. You know what? I'm glad I found this truck. I've been looking for a truck like this with this V6 engine for several months. They're very rare in Colorado. Maybe it's because of elevation. Maybe people don't like to order these out here where we live, but I'm really glad I did find it because it's just an honest truck that's simple, maneuverable. It feels light on its sweet feet and wheels. And let's see how it does on 0 to 60. I'm really curious. It revs to about 5,500. This truck feels so lightweight, it's pretty ridiculous. 8.74 is the time, 0 to 60 at a mile above sea level. Of course, I'm here in Colorado. And guys, this is impromptu, this is not on a specially prepared drag strip, it's just real world. I was merging on a little highway and I was able to show you exactly how it accelerates from 0 to 60. And here at a mile above sea level, I can tell this engine is struggling just a little tiny bit. Obviously, it does not have that punch of a V8, especially that major punch of a 6.2 liter V8. But this truck is affordable. This is what it's for. It's a work truck. It's not a high-end Denali or something like that. This particular truck is not equipped with a towing package. You can see there is no hitch down here in the back, but there are tow hooks, so if you need to tie something down or maybe pull somebody out of trouble, you can, especially since you have a rear locker. And here's where your trailer wiring would go, so you can definitely add that if you want to tow, and the maximum tow rating is 7,900 pounds, which is more than any mid-size truck out there. So if you want to have more payload, about what, 2,250 pounds, and more towing than a mid-size truck, but for a mid-size truck money, this could be a good option for your work truck. What do you think about that? An 8.6 or an 8.7 0 to 60 time in a base truck like this? That's respectable, especially at a mile above sea level, where all trucks are slower. And it's also comparable to a recent test we did, where we tested the crew cab four-wheel drive Silverado with a 5.3 liter V8 and got approximately the same time. I'm pretty impressed. And it's also a very honest truck that I'm sure is ready for some work. And guys, go back to tfltruck.com for more news, views, and real world work truck reviews.